Breaking news, frustration mounts as the slow-moving 3-day pretrial for the Couts protesters known as the Couts 4 adjourns to December 11 with no substantial progress.
Well, the day drug, as usual, is just such a slow process. It's slow for the families, it's slow for the boys. It's hard for them to spend all this time in the court and not walk out feeling that something's accomplished. And that's the hardest part. These boys have spent so many days, they're over 620 days now, and some of these boys had never really been outside.
Accused of conspiring to murder RCMP officers, these 4 protesters have languished in remand for a staggering 628 days without a conviction.
I think there's an unknown strategy that has been deployed here by Stephen Johnson, the Crown prosecutor. I think that he's trying to kill time so that he could lure this 4 men into a plea deal.
I think that this whole trial, they've been in remand now for 650 days or so. It's all a waste of time because, in my opinion, the Crown knows they have no case, so they're dragging it out. We're going through endless legal jargon and talk and cases about things that aren't even relevant. To waste time, it costs everybody a huge amount of money that they can't afford. I don't understand how this is justice.
Some view them to be political prisoners. The Couts 4 were initially arrested in connection with their involvement in a high-profile protest, one that garnered widespread support across the nation. This protest challenged COVID-19 mandates by blockading the US-Canada border for approximately 18 days in Coutts, Alberta.
This is a pure vendetta. There's no question in my heart that this government is bent on just showing the muscle and showing that we will hurt you if you dare to oppose us.
In addition to the existing publication bans last month, the Supreme Court of Canada passed a ruling implementing an automatic publication ban on all pretrial motions, including those of the Couts 4.
The fact that I can't openly speak about what I just witnessed in this courtroom and how it's this burning desire in my heart to sound the alarm to all Albertans and all Canadians, what I just witnessed in here. And what I've been opposing now ever since I found out about this. I'll say it that way. And I'll continue sounding the alarm in what has happened to our province and our nation on how it has fallen to unelected foreign entities that are controlling our politicians, our bureaucrats, our courts, the media. And these 4 men that are on their knees, being abused, being held as political prisoners.
The sluggish pace of these pretrials, where they've been confined without experiencing the outdoors for nearly 2 years, has fueled frustration among the accused, their families and their supporters.
There were 3 parents watching 3 of their children in those boxes shackled up. It's wearing on them. You can't, 626 days, I can't even imagine. And then there were 2 sisters there today. One is a triplet to Jerry. Come on, these are their family members. These are loved ones. They are hard-working family men, and I always refer to it as they've been kidnapped by the government.
Some people believe that their ordeal is linked to the justification of the Emergencies Act, which was used to suppress the peaceful trucker protest. Here's what a participant of the blockade alleges regarding undercover police involvement in the protest.
Trained police dogs, and I have full search, seizure, arrest. I have police handcuffs that the serial number is registered to me for life, and I have a lot of friends that are SWAT and undercover officers that are ex-airborne members, and there's a way that you move. And I had 2 women come up and try and get me to run guns in on horseback. They pushed and pushed and pushed until I literally got a crowd of people together to get them away. And we took them over to the police and said they're trying to bring guns in. And the police did nothing. So when they do that, I know there's something up. When we have just brought them someone that is actually trying to run guns in there, 2 women, and they did nothing, they didn't put them in handcuffs, they didn't arrest them, this is all crap.
Since their arrest, the Coutts 4 have faced numerous legal challenges and a seemingly unending pretrial custody. Their case has sparked debates about civil liberties, the right to protest, and the judicial process in Canada. It has also drawn passionate advocates who believe in their innocence and demand a fair trial.
At the very least, our elected representatives in Alberta can advocate for the lawful and due process of these men. At the very least. And if they're going to suggest to me that this is in Trudeau's hands alone, then I would say to them, then it's upon Daniel Smith to challenge Justin Trudeau that the lawful due process of these men are respected, at the very least. And I know there's more that they can do. And for example, if I was a sitting UCP MLA, I would come to this courthouse and watch these proceedings and share that out. And what I get really frustrated about is that individuals like the Crown Prosecutor, Stephen Johnston, that doesn't want this conversation to get out there. They're trying to keep it secret. They don't want the general population to know what's going on here. And why is that? Because once everybody understands how long these men have been in remand, they're not happy about that.
You think that majority of the people don't even know what's going on?
Certainly, in day-to-day conversations. So we have bumper stickers on our truck and on our cars, and it inspires a lot of conversations. You know, that people understand the Coutts convoy's over, but they don't understand that they're still political prisoners from that. And they get very upset when they understand that they've been in remand for this long and they haven't had the opportunity of bail, as murderers are walking free on bail, and these 4 men have not been given the respect of that. These are not dangerous offenders like murderers and rapists and pedophiles that are out walking around in the general population. I mean, come on.
Next week, one of the accused, Chris Carbett, returns to the court for his second bail hearing, adjourned in October. I'll be there to provide coverage. If you would like to support my independent reporting, please consider donating at mediabezergan.com/donate. Thank you for watching.